Hi, and welcome back to Thone's 1 Peter Nibbles number 87, Call to Blessing, part 5 of 6. And today's subject is God's perspective. And this is an important subject because this is how we know the right things to say, is if we're looking with God's perspective. We know that this is about God's oversight. He is overseeing our lives. Why is this in the Bible? It's understanding our protection from others and His protection for us when we're doing those things we should be doing. Communications. God helps us when we are in His will. As I mentioned last time, sometimes we get into situations where the best we can do is just ask God in a brief prayer in our head, Lord, help me answer this. And if we are in His will, He will always help us answer that. Application to me. Now here's a more lengthy one. It's an ancient viewpoint of God's oversight in from verse 12. And it's Andreas again. It is not those who are still in their sins who are worthy of such divine oversight, but those who have been cleaned from them. The phrase, the eyes of the Lord, is a metaphor for those divine powers which are everything. It is they that watch over righteousness, but His ears are always ready to hear their prayers. If you want to enjoy this experience, however, you must have first turn your eyes away from evil. God ever distances Himself from the righteous. Whenever the hand of a righteous man does mercy, it is the eye of God watching over it. And whenever his tongue prays, it inclines the divine ear to hear. As, for example, the prayer of Cornelius was rewarded. If you think about Cornelius, the Roman centurion who prayed to learn more detail about the Lord, and what happened, God sends Peter to him basically 2 days later. He sends his people to go get Peter, and Peter comes with them, and then Peter speaks to him and his household and his friends, and they all get saved. That's an example of a prayer of what would have been considered to the Jewish people at that time a really evil person. A Roman centurion can be saved also if he is correctly praying. God leads us with His oversight in our lives. His oversight is part of His leadership. And my response is, Lord, thank you for watching our service to you. So He watches, He listens, He understands, and sometimes He steps in and helps. And that's what we like, is to know that we are moving in the right direction, because when we were in trouble with it, He steps in and helps. We'll talk to you next time.